Do you need some motivation to get your butt off the couch? Well, I've got some good news for you today. The Cooper Clinic in Dallas has been doing physical fitness tests on people for many years. That's where they do a VO2 max test on their clients. Now, this is the best measure of fitness, where a machine measures how much oxygen you extract out of the air while you're walking on a treadmill. Now, the treadmill's on a hill, and the hill gets a little steeper each minute until you give up. Now, I've done this test on thousands of patients when I was a physician at Canyon Ranch and as part of a big study I was involved with at the University of Arizona, where we were looking at the effect of exercise on bone density. Now, at the Cooper Clinic, what they ultimately do is measure the MET level with this maximum exercise test. And they did it on 14,345 men, and they followed them for 11 years. And they kept track of how many of these men died over this period of time. Now, the most striking finding of this data was published on December 6, 2011 in the issue of Circulation. So, you ready for this? Those that improved their fitness in that 11-year interim had an amazing 40% reduction in all-cause mortality and a 44% reduction in cardiovascular deaths. Now, this data suggests that improving fitness is an excellent way to put off death, and it's one of the few proven ways to do it. There's no drug with this powerful effect on healthy people. Now, you might ask, what the heck is a MET? MET is shorthand for metabolic equivalent, which is the metabolic rate at rest, which is 1 MET. Right now, I'm close to 1 MET, except my jaw's moving, my hands are moving, and I'm breathing very heavy. So I might be at, let's say, 1.1 METs, but certainly not heavy exercise. Now, the multiples you can achieve of your MET at peak exercise is a measure of your aerobic capacity. Now, elite athletes can achieve 20 or more METs. There was a Norwegian cross-country skier that had the highest one I'd ever seen, 27 METs. Lance Armstrong had a score of about 24 METs at his peak. Now, the average middle-aged person will be about 8 to 10 METs, which ain't exactly good. Now, walking at 3 miles an hour pace is an aerobic burn of 3.5 METs. Jogging at a 12-minute mile pace is a level of about 8 METs. Now, running at a 6-minute mile pace, which is pretty fast, is 16 METs. Now, the great thing about the data from this study is that it doesn't matter where you are when you start, but where you are when you finish. Your MET level will gradually go down as you age or if you become a couch potato. But anyone at any age can increase their METs with an exercise program, except for Lance Armstrong, because he's at the peak and it can only go downhill. So there is an advantage to those of us that have been loafing. Now, the important thing is not to finish slothful. It might actually be a fatal mistake. Now, check out my video entitled Establishing a Balanced Workout Routine. And this will give you the instructions on the most efficient way to improve your MET level. But it's true that any moderate to intense activity will do the same thing. Now, as the new year approaches, make a commitment to yourself to improve or at least maintain your fitness, so you'll be around longer for those you care about. This is Dr. G. Thanks so much for watching.